Hello. Got my very last 11 by 14 canvas taped off the back with some painter's tape. Put a couple of little storybooks in a plastic bag and put it underneath my thingamabob, which keeps this from falling down and caving in. I'm going to do dual purpose here. I mix this up ahead of time to save time because I am slow, clumsy, and crazy. I've got Island blue, Caribbean blue, quite a bit of the royal blue, a little bit of navy, scosh white, a little bit of pumpkin orange, tiny bit of yellow, a little bit of my bronze metallic just for flavor, black and my homemade purple, and a scosh of bright yellow just for the fun of it. Or no, actually canary yellow, sorry. I'll try to list them all in the description if I get a chance to. Okay. Here we go. No silicone in here. I didn't want silicone on here while I was covering glass. The bronze in here is enough to create cells if it feels like it. So, here's a little tree ring pour action going here. Not very good at it, the tree ring pour yet, because I just started doing it lately. Rosie did a flip cup pour, dirty pour over a record album earlier after her bath. She had paint all over, but we managed to keep it out of her hair, so that was good. She did a very pretty record album. She don't always want me to film her, so I didn't record it. I didn't record her last couple of sessions just because she don't have the patience for it, so I took some photos and put on Facebook. I'm just doing it nice and slow to get the tree ring design. I thought I got all the paint boogers out of my black, but as you can see, there's a couple left, and I'll show you something real quick. Hang on. Let me go get it. Got this from a bargain outlet called Ollie's in Muskegon. It's just, you can get anything from storybooks to art supplies to kitchen supplies to automotive, paint, whatever they got. It's just a discount store, but I got this just cheap screen. And when I found paint boogers in a couple of my colors, I just got a plastic container, poured my paint down in there, let it strain. Paint boogers stay in here, most of them. And then I take my good paint, pour it back in the bottle. But my black, I had to wash out the bottle and everything because every once in a while that paint adheres to the bottle, that plastic, and then it'll work itself loose and mix in with the good paint and makes what I call paint boogers. So that's my paint booger removing apparatus. I buy most of my painting tools at either dollar stores or discount stores. I almost never pay regular price for stuff like that because I'm just going to smuck it up with paint, right? Yeah. My big spreader is Pampered Chef, but I bought that years ago when I was decorating cakes. And then for years it just sat in my mom's Lazy Susan, so I said, hey, I think my cake spreader, it works really good for spreading paint on big canvases. So she said, yeah, go take it, it's yours. So that's the only big expense I have in my tools, and it was originally bought for something else. Decorating cakes. This paint's awful thick this time, so it's taking a while for it to cover. As you can see, whew, I just dripped down the side, ruined my design here. Let's keep on going. The back side's not covered as much. I'm not going to turn it. I didn't put my turntable on, so you're just going to have to bear with me. See those pretty rings? Now, if I'd have just poured it straight down, you wouldn't have those tree rings. You'd just have pretty designs still, but it wouldn't be that ring. If you see I tip my head up a lot when I'm painting, when I'm up close, because I have bifocals. If If I don't peer through my bifocals, it's all fuzzy sometimes. I work a lot with purples and blacks and blues because this is my favorite. I like all colors. This vase is just a yard sale special. I don't have any money into it really. Do it again. Just make sure it gets covered well, because it looks like it's covered well, but then when it starts oozing and dripping, then all of a sudden it'll clear and you go, oh, that part ain't covered, that doesn't look right. So I always stop prematurely. This time I'm going to keep on going. Some yellows are coming through and oranges. Oh, I'm missing a light. Hold on. Shed a little light on the subject. I like those colors on the side of there. That's another reason why I mix my paint up ahead of time, because you do have to let this drip a while before you move it off the canvas. And I know you guys don't want to sit there and wait for it, and I don't have time lapse. I have just a regular iPad that I work off of. I don't have editing software, so once I cut, I can't splice together. So that's why I'm a one-take kind of gal. I would love to be able to have editing software and whatnot, but someday. Someday. I really don't want to pour more on there because that yellow is making really awesome streaks, the yellow and the orange. But methinks I'm going to do it anyway. Let me get that extra off of there. And I made it muddy. Just going to put some on there. Some more orange and yellows coming out, so I won't lose my pretty design. We'll just pour more streaks on top of it. How about that? Just because it doesn't pour even. I don't know if my floors aren't level or what the deal is. Let's see what I can do here. Okay, I'm not going to go all the way around, so I might dump it. I'm going to hurry it along here, get the rest of it on there. Woo, pretty. Probably do it. There, that's more level now. It was tipping. Let's see if I can bring it back around now. I'm very clumsy, so that was probably a dumb thing for me to do. Here we go. Woo. Just gonna let it drip. Drip, I say. Again, I used a skosh bit of white, and just a skosh, because I got to refill it. And I used up the rest of my navy blue. I used quite a bit of pumpkin orange, Caribbean blue, island blue, canary yellow, royal blue, ultramarine blue, just a little because it's gone now. So my black here, and a little bit of homemade purple. So again, I think that's all the colors. Oh yeah, a little bit of the bronze here. And it's most of it, if not all of it, was Anita's brand. There might have been a Sargent brand, blue or black in there somewhere, but most of it's Anita's. Okay, most of the dripping has stopped. So, I'm going to move this to my drying rack over here that I have for my projects like this. Do it without dropping it or caving it in. Or dripping it on my other projects. Be right back. I did it! Woohoo! Rock on. Alright. I did not cover any of the canvas to make it slip and slide better, but I did save a little bit in my cup for just such an emergency. Remember, sound effects makes it better. Sometimes if I don't wreck these cups, I save them. I can use them for future dump cups if the colors are similar. Just kind of saves on expensive. Looks like a little bit of colors on the bottom, some white, a little bit. Now I can reuse that. Alright, the middle filled in while I was doing that, so that hole filled in really good. Tip it. Okay. Now there's the books wrapped in plastic. Keep my canvas from caving in. We're going to take them out of the way. Don't need them anymore. My granddaughter's storybooks have dual purposes. The granddaughter's watching Megamind, so you might hear music in the background. Why they picked AC/DC music for a children's movie is beyond me. I don't understand that, but she likes this movie. It's weird. They don't play all of that song, mind you, and they bleep out. They cut it off before it gets to any unsavory wordage. Thank goodness, otherwise I wouldn't want to watch it. Okay, just going to hurry that up. Okay, and a dripping we shall go. After the paint dries, then I peel off the painting tape from the back, and then you just have a cleaner edge. That's all that does. You don't have to do it, but I just didn't like how messy everything looked when I would pick it up and see the back side. It was just all muddy and gnarly looking. So some of my paintings have cleaner backings and some of them don't. Ooh, almost dropped that baby. Okay, let's fill in that spot right there. Now let it do it naturally. Maybe. It's being stubborn. That's it. When you don't coat it, that's how it gets stubborn there. Put a base coat down. But for those vases and stuff, I don't like to put down extra paint because the vases usually take care of it. Take care of most of it. Ooh. Everything kind of comes together right there, so I want to kind of keep that towards the middle just for fun. Sliding back towards the middle. There we go. Okay, let's see what we got. I like to get some of the excess off before I put it down. A lot of artists don't do that. They just plop it down and let it start draining, but I tend to get too much stuff sticking to my racks and it drives me crazy, so I'm just a little bit neater about it. Neater, not really neater, just, you know what I mean. Try to make it neater. Doesn't mean it's going to be. Where is all my crud? Oh well, I'm just going to lay it down then. Just looking for prop-up plastic cups. I put them somewhere and I can't find them at the moment. I ain't going to trouble you with me stopping to look for them, so we'll just do this. There's no air bubbles on the surface. Okay. Instead of doing a top view, since my camera's not all that great and the lighting's bad, so I'm just going to show you this way. Alright, there we have it. Hope you like it. That vase is going to be really pretty when it's done. Okay. Before I sign off, the husband had to go back down to Grand Rapids today because he was having a lot of pain and bleeding in his bandaging of his hand. Guess what? A fly landed on the very end of his finger while he was sleeping. You know what flies make, right? Yeah. It was gross. I don't even want to say the word. Bleh. I stayed here to watch the granddaughter and stuff, but my daughter took him down there. It's a good thing because I would have lost it. I used to be an EMT and stuff, but I don't do maggots. Okay, but he's doing good. I cleaned it all out. We're hoping he can save it. Save the finger. Time will tell. We'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching.